Okay, it's Herb. We're just going to do a brief introduction to a custom tree. It's a nice little gadget. Figure we'd go over it. So right now I've got a page here. There's nothing on my page except a main container, and inside that container I've put a tree. I called it nav tree because I'm going to actually use that as a navigation tree. All right, so right here's the tree. Let's set it up. Let's do nav tree. Let's make it a little bigger. Just for starters. All right, we've got it a little bigger. So let's add some items in here. I'm going to paste some items in here. All right, first I'm going to do, I'm going to add a root called root. Okay, there's root. Next I'm going to add something underneath root. I'm going to add something called child. Now, the way it works here is navtree, when I added navtree.add item root, so I put a variable here called, I just called it root. All right, that's going to actually be another item. So I'm going to add an item underneath that called child. So child is going to be underneath the root item. So I hit enter, and now I've got child under root. All right, we're going to add one more under child, and we're going to call this grandchild. So grandchild is going to be under child. All right, so we've added grandchild underneath child. So since we already have this handle, we're going to do grandchild dot check state equals false, and what that's going to do is going to put an empty checkbox underneath the grandchild. Now let's clean this up a little bit. It doesn't look the way I like it, so I'm going to add a little CSS styling to it. All right, I'm going to add, going to change the font a little bit, change the background color, and change the foreground color. All right, I like that a little better. A little background color. You know what? I'm going to make it, I'm going to do it the other way around. I'm going to do a light blue background, and we'll do a white foreground. I think it looks a little cooler. Okay, great. So now I've got my grid here. I can double click it, and I can select that box. Now let's say I want to get the value of the selected items. Let's talk about that. So here we're going to add a little bit. We're going to add a function called navtreeClick. We're going to get a value of the current item that we've clicked on. We're going to write out what its value is, and then we're going to write out whether it's been checked or not. So I've just added a under here, under main container. Oops. Okay. I've added a click event to the nav tree called navtree underscore click, and here is that event. So let's go have a look at that. Let's come back out here. Oh, I've got to reinitialize. 500 root child grandchild false. Missing that. Okay, so now when we come down and we click on the grandchild, it's going to tell you grandchild, that's the value of the node that I'm on, and false because it's not clicked. If I click in there, and now we have grandchild 2. So you can use that to start building out your trees. It's a very, very simple way to build a tree, but it's very effective, and you could add a lot to it. Barry's going to be adding a lot more documentation to the tree. There's a lot more that it can do, but I thought this was a nice introduction. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Herb.